Hi.
You awake?
Yeah, I'm setting up a live stream.
You what?
I'm setting up a live stream so you might be live.
Oh, alright. I'm calling. When are you gonna be done?
Probably in a couple hours.
Huh?
Probably in a couple hours.
4 hours of live streaming?
A couple hours.
Holy cow. Jeez. Alright. Well,
How are you?
me.
How are you?
It's working.
Is it hot out?
Working. Huh?
Is it hot out?
Yeah. Oh, offload the shed at the first stop, all the wood and everything. What a pain. I'm just now getting up to Commerce City. I gotta go to Lafayette, Boulder, Longmont. That's it. Longmont's the furthest. It's going to be a long day because I'm just now barely, I'm not even half done yet.
Yeah.
So I forgot what else is calling to tell you or whatever. Oh well. Totally forgot. All right. I'll let you go. So I'll talk to you later.
Okay, love you.
All right.
Hi, you guys. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm still trying to get things set up here. So bear with me for a second. My phone's making bleepy noises, so I hope that it's still functioning. I still have to get my YouTube account opened up here. So hold please. I'm trying to eat something in the midst of all of this. I guess I was a little premature at setting this up. Okay, let me see here. I have to try to remember all the buttons I have to push to get in here. But chat away. Oh, it says I'm, no, am I on? No, it says I'm offline. No, it says I'm live. It's so confusing. The dashboard part of this is like so confusing. One screen says offline, one screen says online. Okay, I'm in. It doesn't look like any of you have started to chat. I don't even know if there's anybody even in here yet. Okay, I don't like this screen. I have to go in and watch where you guys watch because I don't like the dashboard part. It doesn't tell me how many people are in here. I have to go where you guys are. I have to view it as you guys view it. 6 of you. Wow, that was fast. You guys are quicker than I am. So you probably heard my... Okay, I'll turn that down. Hi, Charity. Hi, Miss Stationery and stuff. Yes, Charity, I have a mount on my shelf. Let me actually and I'm using my phone, so I took my camera off of my mount and put my phone on. Wow, the picture's pretty clear today. So I can't go in and out. Can you see my lunch there? That's pretty unprofessional of me, huh? I didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm hoping this will give me some energy. It's pasta, so it could go terribly wrong. Let me move some things away from the window. I'm gonna try to open my other blind. Yesterday when I opened it, it fell off. So if you hear a big crash in the background, it's my blind. Okay, that's not too bad, right? I have a little bit of a glare over there in the corner, in the lower corner, but that's not bad. It is 2:26 p.m. here in Colorado. Hi, Pat. Thanks for joining, Pat. I can call you DJ. Hi, DJ. Thanks for joining. So last night I printed off a bunch of images. Do you guys have the same problem as me? Once you get on Pinterest, you just can't get off? I was going to film this and make a video, but I thought, why don't you just do a live, Kim? The girls are at their mom's house and it's pretty quiet here, so I thought this would be a perfect time. So I printed and cut out a bunch of images last night, and I was up until, well, I really wasn't paying attention to the clock because I very rarely do when I'm sitting at my desk crafting. And especially when I don't have to get up in the morning, I don't really pay much attention to the clock. And so, since the girls went to their mom's house last night, I knew I didn't have to get up with them, so I just sat and, did my thing here. Scott had to get up and go to work, so I knew that, I would have the house pretty much to myself. And I usually always think that on the weekends that they go to their moms, but then it's usually the animals that wake me up because they're like, hey, we don't like this quiet in the house, and then they'll wake me up and then they'll all go back to sleep. But once I wake up, that's pretty much it. I'm awake. Hi, Irene. You're from the Netherlands. Wow. So it's after 2200 in the evening. Oh, that's awesome. Yes. Yeah, my tattoos aren't finished. I'll probably never get them finished. They go all the way up my arm. And this was going to be a full sleeve at some point, but they're not finished, and I probably won't ever get them finished. Oh, wow, you're in the UK. Yeah, my cat is... I have 2 cats and a dog and a rabbit. Of course, the rabbit could care less. But the one cat, he's like my shadow. He's everywhere I am. And in the mornings, he gets right in my face and wakes me up. So I should know by now. He's actually worse than the kids. So I found these gorgeous girls. So I cut a bunch of them out, and they were kind of tough because of their hair. And I cut a lot of them out. I haven't mounted them on anything yet. But I did these circle punches, these circles, they're 1-inch circles. And I put them on these little postage stamp die cuts that I did. They're double layered. And so I did a bunch of those last night. I cut all of these out. These are all hand cut. I don't have a scan and cut. I like to cut though. And then I had some more of these, and I had already covered these tickets. So I put my leftovers of the circle punches just to see how they looked. These are typically used to put in bottle caps, which I used to do, but I wanted to find new uses for them. So I put her on here. I'm not finished. I'll do some more to it, but I think that they look cute on there. And then this morning when I got up, I'm uploading a video now, but I made some stamped paper. I'll show you guys real quick. Because last night I started to make this ATC, and I didn't have any more of this background paper that I put her on. And so I needed to make some more. So I got out my stamping stuff and I made some more of this paper. And while I had it out, I just went ahead and made more. And I'm uploading a video now that shows these in more detail. And I'll do a video on what my process is for making stamped paper. And this is on a light cardstock. Yeah, I do have special scissors. I use these scissors. They're by the Paper Studio. When I went to get fussy cutting scissors, I was surprised at how expensive they were. So I just picked out a cheap pair. And I'm really happy with these. Thank you, Olga. I like making embellishments. I think they're fun. You can produce so many of them so quickly, and it's just so satisfying to be able to make a quick project. And then I like giving them away. So anyways, these are, some of these I did a while back, and then I made so many ATCs because the group that I'm a member of, there was a couple ATCs that everybody wanted, so I just made a whole bunch of them. And then I got really burned out on them, so I had mounted some, but I didn't do the finishing work on them. So I just kind of put them away. Hi, Veronica. So I pulled them out today, and I just want to get them finished. So I have some new ones, and then I have some old ones that I did that I just need to finish. So these ones over here, those 5 are some that I need to finish that I've had done for a while. And then these ones are the ones that I kind of got caught up in yesterday when I found these images. These 2 images I found last night, and I just thought that they were so cute. And then I had cut out this black and white rose and decided that I wanted to go ahead and get it mounted and do something with it. Sorry, it's so dry here in Colorado that I just cough all the time. Yeah, Charity, that is one thing that that I am blessed that I am able to cut out very small detail. I do have arthritis, but the only time it bothers me is when it flares up, and it usually flares up in this finger and this finger, so my index finger and my ring finger on this hand. And it doesn't last for a terribly long time, and I only take turmeric for it, which is a over-the-counter herb. So I'm blessed in that way. But like cutting out this detail, like her hair, is very, very tedious work. But you might want to look into a scan and cut. I don't know how fine of detail those scan and cuts cut, but I like to cut, and I know that not everybody does. But for some reason, I like it, and these are some tiny things that for some reason I like to even cut these teeny tiny. I mean, look how small these are, and I like to cut them. Don't ask me why, I don't know, but I enjoy it. One of the things that I don't enjoy doing that drives me insane is I have a Cricut expression, and when I have to punch the little pieces out of the images, or the die cuts are the little pieces in between the die cuts, I can't stand that. It drives me insane. But I can sit and cut these little tiny pieces. Aren't we weird creatures? Oh, they can't. I'm sorry, Charity. Well, maybe if you get a good pair of scissors Have you tried that? Okay, so I am going to, I don't really like this cat, but somebody may, so I need to figure out what I'm going to do to make him better. My friend Louise in Texas sent me these little gems. I believe it was Louise that sent me these. They've got kind of like a tiger stripe in them. So I thought maybe I could use that. I just need to do something over here to the side, and I don't really normally do this abstract stuff. But when I saw the cat, I really thought it was cool. And I made this background paper quite a while ago, and it's got some gesso dimension on it. I don't know how well you guys can see the detail. It's got some dimension. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. So I definitely need to do something, and I was going to add some words to it. But I have no idea what. So this is my box of words. Now most of this is faith-based text because that's typically what I add. But I do have some other things in here. These little tags that I've made up in the past, so that would be nice, the hello. This would also be nice, the play. And I like the white on that because the card is so dark. So let me see how many of these I actually have. That's the nice thing about making a whole bunch of these up. Ahead of time, you know, just spending a couple days making a whole bunch of these up. Here's another play, is that you've got them. So you know, you don't really have to put a whole lot of thought into each card. You can just kind of use what you have and go with that. Here's another laugh. And I made these up a long time ago, so I just kind of have them. I kind of like to make them all the same because when I do ATCs and I put them up on the page, what I'll do is sell them, or not sell them, I don't sell them, I trade them. I don't know why I said sell. I'll put them in, I'll name them, first of all, usually by whatever, oh darn, I'm not, here's a happy. Of course, I'm not finding three sentiments the same. I'll call these like whatever I decide to put on this. Like if I decide to go with the play, which, wouldn't that be nice if I could find one more play? I might not be able to. Erg. Well, I will keep my eyes open, Charity, and if I happen to see anything, I will let you know for sure. I just dumped them all out on my desk thinking that I would be able to spot it. Do I have it in another color? I like the white though. That's okay. We might just use two different ones. Hello. I have a bunch of hellos. All right. We're just gonna give up. I don't see another white play. So I think I'll go hello, play, and play. So might name this one Psycho Cat, say. I'll just, when I put it in my album in the group, I'll put Psycho Cat 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3. And then the people can pick out which one they want. And then when they say trade this one, I'll just put, and then I'll put traded to, see this one got a little wet spot on there, on his eye. I don't care. That's what makes them unique. Okay, so I am going to, and these aren't going to be real fancy because I really don't know what more to do with him. He's so wild and crazy. Sometimes it takes me a minute to get going with them. So I'll stumble, and you guys will watch my process. I'll stumble, and then hopefully I'll find a niche. Charity loves the cat. I love the cat. I just don't know that I love the cat on this particular ATC. We'll liven him up. I do that a lot. I'll say, oh, I just don't know if I like this ATC, and then in the end I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I like it. I'm sure you all do that same thing with your artwork, where you'll be like, oh yeah, I don't really like it. It's not really what I had pictured, and then in the end you're like, okay, yeah, now it's okay. I think we all do that to some point. Some things you like right from the get-go, and other things you're like, eh. And then there's things where you're like, I can't get rid of that. I tell my husband all the time, I can't get rid of that. And he'll say, well, keep it. And I'll say, no, I can't keep it. That's not why I didn't make it to keep it. Could you imagine if I kept everything I made? And he'll say, well, make another one. Well, you know, when you make another one, it never comes out like the first one. But I take pictures of everything, so. Sometimes I'll keep it around for a little while until I get tired of it, and then it'll go on its way. Okay, so look, he already looks better, right? I think he still needs more. He still needs something else. I don't know what. What else does he need? He needs something. What else can we give him? Thank you, Nancy. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Honeybee Hive. I'm glad that you joined us. Hi. Just trying to spruce up this kitty. He needs some life. He needs a little life in him. I'm going to try to fix his eye. His eye got wet. Maybe I'll put a badge over his eye. He can be a pirate. Arg. Well, what can we do? I don't know about that so much. I got these flowers, but I don't want to use those. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? You know, all my inks are on the table. I'm going to go grab them. kind of spread out in the whole room here today. Maybe if I brighten up the edges a little bit with some blue ink. It just seems dark to me. The background is just dark. That helped a little. So this is just Color Box chalk ink. Just going around the edges. That helped. See, I'm liking it better already. I still feel like it needs something down here in this corner. This is my little blingness tray. You know, I've got these little star confettis. They're actually in a bunch of sizes. Let's see what this looks like. I want the little guys. Oops. I find my images on Google or on Pinterest. Sometimes you have to be specific when you're searching for images. Like if you say are looking for sketches. Like one day I decided that I wanted to do girls with braids, but I was specific because I wanted sketches of girls in braids. So I was specific when I typed that into the search engine, and I did sketches, braids. Because the internet is just so flooded with things that you've got to be specific when you search. So I think that that's why I'm able to narrow my searches down. So that's a good tip for you. Now you're obviously going to pull up other things. You know, like when I was searching for that, I found her. She obviously is a sketch, but she doesn't have a braid in her hair. But I liked her. And you'll come up with all kinds of things. But you'll also come up with what you're looking for. There, what do you guys think of that? Yep, these could be used for pocket letters too. I've done that too. I'm kind of out of my pocket letter phase. I make one every now and again. But, you know, pocket letters, I was really into them, and that really had a place for my creativity. It really did. It really helped. It really helped me build confidence. It really helped me find a lot of great groups on the internet. And it really, really helped me develop my style. And I like to revisit them every now and again. And I made so many of them. And I still make them every now and again. Like, I like to go to the wish channels where people have, they make a wish of something that they want. And if they've wished for a pocket letter, because they've never received one, I'll make them one. The thing is, my pocket letters are so much different now because my style is so much different. I really have never been big into stickers, putting stickers and stuff. And not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just not my style. I like to make the mixed media stuff and my own paper. And so when I do them, they really take me a lot of time. I have some pocket letters that I never sent out. I don't know. They're in here. If you guys ever want to see them, I can show them to you. But I have pictures of them too on my Facebook page if you go over there. Like, I did a lot of silhouettes, cutting out silhouettes, and they were just like all one big picture on the pocket letter. Really super fun to make, but very time consuming. Yes, I printed these are printed in color. Yeah, none of these ones are watercolored. These were, if they're in color on here, they were printed in color. I didn't do any watercolor on these ones. And I just use my inkjet printer. I don't have a laser printer. These images were black and white because I wanted black and white images. I like to do the black and white images and put them on colored backgrounds. Okay, I think that our kitty is done. What do you guys think of the cat? Yep, they'll smear. Like my cat's eye here, it got wet. And I actually have had problems with smearing in the past. You got to be really careful. I made a bunch of really intricate ATCs, and then I did some watercolors, and when I went to spray my watercolor paints, I accidentally got the ATCs wet and I ruined like 4 of them. And they were already spoken for. People already wanted them, so I had to remake them. So yeah, you got to be careful because none of these are sealed. Here, let me hold them up so you guys can see. And then I back most of my ATCs on black cardstock because I like to write in a white gel pen. Don't ask me why. Just another one of my quirks. I like to, sign them and write my information on the back. So we'll put Kitty aside. We'll call him Psycho Kitty. I'm going to put the lid on these because I have a tendency to spill things like this. And now let's work on our roses. I made 4 of these. This is a scrapbook paper. I think it's a Paper Studio. Let me check for you. It's this one. It's from the Paper Studio and it's called Barnwood Pretty. I love this paper pack. Oh, you're getting some lag? Yeah, it says the quality of the video is 98%. So I think it's good on my end. I don't know if anybody else is having issues. I think it's pretty strong on my end. I hope. I hope I don't have any issues today. So now it's just a matter of me trying to figure out exactly what it is I want to do. And sometimes it takes me a couple of tries. So that noise is I have this hat stand that I got at the Creative Reuse store. I'll show you what it is. Look. It's just this stick. Right? And I have my some ribbons and laces on here. And so what I'm doing is I'm taking them off of here because I want to see what lace. This isn't ideal, but when I'm not using them, it keeps them all on there. I used to put my washi tapes on there, but that wasn't ideal either. So now my desk is starting to become a disaster area. Oh yeah, you guys it must be from the storm. Where's the end of you? I think you're right there. I got this for 60 cents. But, oh, that's kind of cute. It's kind of thin. Do you guys do this to yourself too? Sometimes I think it's just me. It's just my head. That's cute. Sometimes I think I just have too many options. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. You know, there comes a point where you just quit trying and just do it. hot glue would be a good option for this, but I'm just not a hot glue person. Sorry if I go off stick. I don't know. I might plug in my hot glue gun if this is going to give me troubles. I just like wet glue. This glue's good. It usually bonds really quickly. And then if I wanted, I have this pink. Could do the pink in the center of that. This is kind of a country looking card. You know, when I got back into crafting, I decided I'm going to do nothing but shabby chic. Because I absolutely love shabby chic. I love the way it looks. But I'm just not a shabby chic crafter. I love it, and I wish that I could do shabby chic. Like, I don't know if you guys know who Angela Holt is. She is an amazing artist. She amazes me what she can do. Like, I mean, she blows me away with her art. And so I started to watch her videos, and I'm like, yes, that's what I want to do. But I just, you know, like this to me is shabby chic, and this is probably as shabby chic as I get. What are stick pins used for? Well, I know stick pins were used for hats back in the day, in the like 40s and 50s. Ladies used them to somehow attach their hats. You know, to keep their hats on their head. They would use the stick pins to weave their hats through their hair. You know, they would use the stick pin to keep their hats on their head by weaving them through their hair and their hat. As for now, you know, and then when we went through the 70s and 80s, people wore stick pins on their lapels. Now stick pins have become a collector's item. People make stick pins and they collect them. It's a crafting item. I hope that answers your question. I don't know that much about them. I've never made a stick pin. So I don't know if I'm the best person to ask. Hi, sweet Trey. How are you? Kelly, my printer is a HP. Me and my printer have a love-hate relationship. I don't know if you've watched my videos before, but I've mentioned that. We don't really like each other. Okay, now I'm looking for something else, but this is what drives me nuts. Now my I get really antsy and my anxiety starts to kick in because my desk is becoming overcrowded. And it causes me anxiety. It's all my own doing because I made the mess. But after a while, I have to stop and clean it because I can't take it. I can't take the mess. See, I just get to the point where I don't have any place to put it. Ugh. I think I'm just going to put one little flower rose. I make these little flowers. I have a video on this. How I make these guys. Okay, so now I have to find something to write on this. Or to put, not to write, to put on it. So now I have to find my sentiments again. What did I do with them? They can't be far. I haven't gone anywhere. They're probably right in front of me. Oh my goodness. Do you guys have these issues? I have seen crafters use them on cards. Can you do a video on how you size your images and make a sheet of tiny images? Yes, I am going to do that. I am working on a video to do that for you, Kelly. I've had quite a few people request that. So I was trying to use a program so that I could actually do a screen recording, but I am like computer illiterate, and I filmed it and then my computer said we can't read that file. So I have to refilm it, and I might just have to like hold the camera and show you. The reason I couldn't find my words is because I dumped them all out on my desk. So yes, Kelly, I'm gonna show you how I do that. So stand by. Hopefully I'll get that done next week. I wanted to make the video look all professional and everything, but and do it like a recording of my screen. And I'm still gonna try it one more time to do that. So we'll see what happens. So now I need to find words to put on here. Yeah, I've seen videos where people have made books to put their pins in. I wish I could watch longer. Well, good night, Irene. I'm so glad you joined us. Sleep well. Thanks, Irene. Have a good night. I'm looking for some more sentiments, so just a sec. Let's see. Let me get my big scissors. Okay, Pat. Well, I'm looking forward to getting that video up because a lot of people have asked me, and there's a couple ways that you can do your images to print them. And I'm going to show you my way, and you know, of course there's many different ways you can do it. And I really wish that I could just, you know, print them out and scan them and give them to you guys. But on YouTube here, we have to follow rules or we get strikes for copyright. And if you get a copyright strike, for one thing, they'll pull down that video and then you get a strike. If you get so many strikes, then they pull your channel. And I don't want that to happen. Okay, so I've got a bunch of words here. What does this card remind you guys of? Kind of reminds me of grace. These are all faith words, biblical. I really try to keep my stuff, well, definitely I keep it positive. I keep looking over at the chat, so feel free, you guys, to put stuff in there. I know that this may be a bit boring just watching me cut this out, but I am paying attention, so ask me anything. I'm an open book. These are from a company called Illustrated Faith. Illustrated Faith. And I copy them. I scan them and copy them. I don't sell them. And I don't reproduce them for other people.